Do not adjust your television sets. What you are witnessing is perfectly normal, I promise. Welcome back to the Vibe House. I'm Eternal Visage. My favorite food is dinosaur chicky nuggies coated in pussy juice, and I am the host of this here game, which you are about to witness. Last week, for those of you who need reminded, Natasha unfortunately joined the loser circle because she was thrown under the bus last second by her own alliance, Tobias. But it's all well and good in the hood because we're moving on. So this episode, before we get into the challenges, I just want to look around and see, what people are chatting about. I want to snoop, me being an extra-dimensional ghost jellyfish creature. I like to gossip. So I'm going to go around the house and see what everyone's talking about, alright? Here we go. So, I was just thinking, if we exist in this universe and there are things in the other universes that also exist. Oh no, Captain McSwagatron. It seems like the evil Lord Zuckerberg has taken over the planet. Whatever will you do? I am Captain Swagatron and I will destroy all evildoers.
Hey, Kaz, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, what's up, Tessa?
If you're gonna play with your action figures, out loud in the house, can you do it in front of somebody else's bedroom door?
Oh, okay. Football, hockey, ice skating, hockey, football, ice skating, rugby,
ballerina dancing,
ballerina dancing,
soccer,
ballerina
rugby,
dancing, ballerina dancing, Liberty, are you gonna throw up? Do you need a bucket? No, I'm doing an inner organ cleanse by pretending to throw up, or dry heaving, just right here. Watch. Try it with me. Okay.
Hey guys, if you're gonna do a deep organ cleansing and out loud in the house, can you please do it in front of somebody else's bedroom door?
Okay, well, just like last time, I regret doing that. So you know what? As punishment, I'm gonna bring everybody in to the Lazy Lounge right now, and we're gonna conduct some challenges. Here we go. Right now. Attention, everybody who's currently living in my house. Please make your way to the Lazy Lounge so that I can dish out some challenges on you motherfuckers.
Holy shit, it's time for a new challenge.
Oh my goodness, it is time for a new challenge. Time for a new challenge, huh? Last week, my entire alliance was shook by Tessa, Aurora, Salvador, and their shenanigans. But luckily, I managed to save myself while also sacrificing my brain. But it's okay, because the fourth dimensional beings have my back now. We're kind of cool, if you didn't know. But unfortunately, the fourth dimensional beings are not playing the game. So this week, I really need to give it my all and win an MB in order to guarantee myself safety. If we can keep this ball rolling here and just really rush Tobias and Liberty's alliance, I think that we can make it even further in this game. They are number one enemy to me. They're the big boss. They're the big boss Bowser. Stupid boy think that I need him. I'm sorry, I'm trash. Hey host, what's the challenge? What's the tea? Spill it now, all for me. This week's challenge, for those of you aspiring MB people, for those, you go-getters out there, it's your job to summon a demon for me. Whoever summons the best demon wins. So you better do some research on demons. I have some literature here. This was lifted right from Stockholm, Sweden. It's the Codex Gigas. If you want to take a shot at summoning Satan himself, which good luck. For the rest of the demons, they're more low profile. I'd say more like C-list, D-list demons. But you can still get some of those rare gems out there. Some of those diamonds in the rough, if you will. But the goal is best demon wins. So go ahead, get started, and try not to get possessed, because that would make things very awkward, because the demon hasn't filled out the proper paperwork and they're not in the cast list. Just whatever you do, don't get possessed. I would be surprised that it's such a absurd challenge like this, but at this point, I don't think I can be surprised anymore. Okay, so I really like this challenge, and I feel like I have a shot at winning this. I used to try to summon demons all the time. When I was in kindergarten, I don't fuck with demons, I don't want them in my life, but if it gives me a shot at MB, then here I go, hail Santa. I've always loved my demons. I think that they help me discover the flaws about Kaz Paloo. I think they help me look inside myself, help me find what's wrong with myself, and see what needs to be fixed, see where my life needs to head, but never have I tried to physically summon one, so this could be an actual challenge for me. Ha ha man, ha ha man, oh man, I'm sorry Jesus that I'm about to do this. Honestly, I think demons are supposed to be metaphorical. I've met demons in real life without having to summon them. They've come straight to me, and their names were Jessica.
I am the demon, bitch. Summon me. Read me out of a manuscript. I will come over to the overworld and rip you fucking limb from that.
Little do these fools know, I have actually summoned a demon before. I was bored, so I went into the woods with my little cousin, and I said, I'm gonna sacrifice you to Satan, Tommy. And he said, Tobias, please don't do that. And I said, oh, but I'm gonna do that. And so I laid him down. I drew all the Baphomet and like Satan stuff around him. I said a couple things in Latin that I wasn't even sure if they were right, and I turned around, and the next thing I knew, he was gone. So either he got kidnapped by a pedophile, or he was taken down to the underworld. Either way, I'm excited to see what happens in this challenge. Well, after reviewing all the confessionals, I find it very disturbing that more than one of you have had run-ins with Satan, so this should be interesting. Let's get started. Obviously, as a rational skeptic, my approach to this challenge is doing my research. So, I picked up some of the resources that the host gave us, and I researched which demons are the strongest. Then, I created a tier list based on power level, and then began to try to summon the one that I picked. My chosen demon was Pabubius, which is a demon whose history began in the late 15th century. Many people report Pabubius sneaking into their homes and stealing all of their organs just for fun. So Pabubius, here I come. The first thing that I noticed happening during this challenge was that Arlo immediately ran over to the books and started reading them, and I thought, well, he's already doomed, because the demons that they write about in books are the ones that have been caught by the human world. But there are a few people known as witches who know demons who are kind of on the down low, and usually they are the more powerful ones because they are not stupid enough to get caught by humans. So I'd like to consider myself a witch. I know I said depressed clown in the first episode, but that was really because I didn't want to be the freaky deaky bitch that comes out and says, I'm a witch and I will only drink blood. No. Like, I'm a witch, but like, I'm cool about it, So what I decided to do is reach deep inside my witchy brain, my witchy soul, and try to contact a demon that I've known for a while, whose name is Robert. He's a pretty alright dude, and it's kind of unfortunate that he has a really douchebag name, because in the old days when you said Robert, it used to be like, oh god, it's Robert, but now when you say Robert, it's like, oh hey Robert, or like, oh that Robert dude, he has a box mod and he skateboards. But if I can summon Robert, then I feel like I have this in the bag. I basically just started drawing little devil people all over the walls. The host got really mad at me because he said I was vandalizing the walls. But I don't know how to do this, man. I don't know how to fucking summon Satan. What I tried to do to summon a demon was take all of my negative qualities and manifest them as some sort of physical being. So I took my gossipiness, I took my two-facedness, I took the fact that I'm overweight and I have no self-control. I have a very radioactive personality and that none of my relationships have lasted a long time. And I tried to combine them. I tried to basically make like a tulpa thing that I called Kaz 2, which is like bad Kaz, like very, very bad. And, well, I think we're in trouble now, because while I did have the demon present during the competition, he got away. And I think that's because I also subconsciously included the fact that I French exit a lot, meaning that I slip out of events without saying goodbye. And I think he just does that now. So I think there is actually an evil duplicate of Kaz 2 roaming around the Vibe House, and he needs to be stopped. When I was a little young girl, we had this urban legend where if you were to go into a bathroom with the lights off and a candle on if you wanted, and you said Bloody Mary into the mirror 3 times, a demon woman would appear. And like, I don't know, everybody said she did something different. Somebody said she scratched them. Somebody said she like pooped on the floor. I don't really know. All I know is everybody's hitting the books, everybody's doing summoning circles, but this is the easiest way to summon a demon, and I am not scared. I can do it. I can do it, I swear. I'm not scared of Bloody Mary anymore. I'm not a child. I'm actually terrified of Bloody Mary, and I don't know if I can do this. So I whipped out my phone, And I started to call my ex because, you know, she's a demon and I thought I could get her into the Vibe House, you know, just for a guest appearance for being actually Satan. So I called her up and I said, "Hey Jessica, how have you been?" And she said, "Salvador, why are you calling me? I thought I blocked you." And I said, "Well, I got your number, I got your other number from a friend." And she said, "What friend? I'll kill them." And I said, "I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to be responsible for another life, because I know you actually would kill them. I know you were 2 steps away from actually snapping and committing homicide." And she said, "Look, don't call me again." And I said, "Wait, I need you to win a challenge on Vibe House." And she said, "Vibe House? Good fucking luck with that. You're not winning that show." I don't know what I expected.
Unfortunately, the host did not consider me a demon, which I would fight that personally. I think that I am a child of Satan. I think I am a spawn. But unfortunately, the host doesn't think trekking across the entire outback and killing several things, maybe people sometimes, while also on the run for committing heinous crimes, you know, he doesn't think that's satanic at all. So fuck him, I guess. I lose.
Sorry, as you can see, I actually successfully managed to summon a demon, but I had to tell him when he showed up, you know, he possessed me first thing. And I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, buddy, slow down." The host just politely requested that we not get possessed because it's a whole thing. And he said, "Well, you summoned me and I can't go back for another 20,000 years. So how about this? How about we just share a body?" And I said, "Oh, okay, that could work." So now, there's basically a demon living rent-free in my body, which is no problem. I lived rent-free in my parents' basement until I was 22, and then I got on Vibe House. Okay, everybody, hail Satan, let's see those demons. Arlo, what have you managed to come up with? Nothing. I basically just studied for an entire day. Well, that's pretty fucking lame. Moving on to Aurora, what have you done? I got this shitty little imp child. You know, I was expecting something a lot more powerful. I thought, you know, some of my underground demon friends would redirect me to someone they know, but they told me to take a chance with a newbie. But all this guy can do is basically just clip your toenails, but really badly. So, moving on to Juke. Juke, what did I tell you about drawing on the fucking walls? Get out of here. Get out of here. Go away. All right, Kaz, what have you come up with? Well, see for yourself. Whoa, what the fuck is that? What is that thing? What is that thing, Kaz? Kaz, turn it off, please. I don't want to look at that anymore. You can't turn it off, host. It's a physical manifestation of all my negative qualities. And you know what they say about the bad in a person, it never really goes away. Well, just tell me now if that thing's gonna be here for the rest of the show, because I will resign as host. I will let somebody else do it if that's gonna be here. I really don't know what to tell you. God, why does it look like that, Kaz? Oh my god, why does it look like that? You were never meant to frown. You were never meant to frown, bro. That is bad. That is really bad. But is it like really scary? Like is it a good demon? No, you're not winning with that. I'm sorry. Like I know it's a demon and everything, but you're not winning with that. I'll call it a close second, maybe a third, because I think I would rather look at Aurora's shitty imp than this for more than 2 seconds. Oh god, Kaz, you went overboard. Moving on to Liberty, what demon have you summoned? Okay, so host, here's what happened. I went into the bathroom and I turned off the lights. I lit a candle, you know, pineapple candle, very nice scent. And I said, I looked in the mirror and I said, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I don't even want to say it a third time. Like I can't even say it. Like I'm so scared. You're scared of Bloody Mary? Yes, you said it the third time. She's gonna come out now. Liberty, there's a demon right there. Yeah, but that thing just steals toenails. Bloody Mary, you know, I don't know what she does. So what you're telling me is that you failed to summon Bloody Mary because you're scared. I'm saying your name. One person has to say it 3 times, Liberty. Do you even know how Bloody Mary works? Hey guys, it's me, Bloody Mary. Oh, hey, Mary, what's going on? Nothing much. Did you, like, summon me? Like, did you need something? No, I'm alright. I'm just showing one of my contestants that you were literally shit and nothing to be afraid of. Well, I wouldn't call me shit, Eternal. That's just kind of rude. Hey, do you want to go out for lunch sometime? I feel like we really need to catch up. Yeah, sure, that sounds great. Let me know. Hit me up. Bye. See, Liberty, that wasn't that bad. Oh, she passed out. Moving on to Salvador, what have you done? Well, I have this really scathing voicemail from my ex. After she hung up on me, she decided to leave me a voicemail because she does really gaslighting things like that. You know, she tells me she doesn't want to talk, but then afterward, she goes, oh, let me call you back. No, I want to apologize. Okay, moving on. Tessa, where's your demon? I told you, host, I am the demon. Tessa, you were not a demon. Yeah, just keep roaring at me. I'm sure that made you very popular in high school. Last up, Tobias. Let's see that demon. Aw, come on, Tobias. What did I tell you about getting possessed? At this rate, I'm gonna have to say Kaz is the winner, and I really don't want to do that. No, it's okay. We're only sharing a body. You won't even know he's here. Oh, well, okay. In that case, Tobias wins. Congratulations, buddy. You're the new MB.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to have won MB. It feels so good. I'm very happy right now. By the way, his name is Bizuzabu.
Hello, I'm Bizuzabu.
Wow, I cannot believe I have just won the power of the MB. This is so cool, you guys. Yeah, I know, Tobias. It's a really cool room, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Hey, have you guys seen a evil version of me that is walking around with very angry eyes and a big old frown on its face? Probably holding a knife or a rake or something? I have seen nothing on the sort, but I will lock my doors. We'll take some extra measures because I did used to pick locks as a child in order to sneak into the teacher's lounge and plant bear traps. So, just be very careful. If you see a bear trap, you know where it came from. Kaz, I have half a mind to kick your ass out of this competition, okay? First you start with the Big Brother shenanigans, and then you summon a Tulpa version of yourself that wants nothing but to destroy all life. Like, what is up with that? I haven't said anything about Big Brother in a long time, okay? Well, I guess that's true, but just try to keep your double under control, okay? I really don't want to ever see that thing again. Well, I would love to, host, if I knew where it was.
Ow, what the fuck is that thing? What the fuck is that?
Ooh, I'm coming, Tessa, don't die! So, Tobias, remind me, you said the Illuminati is still on, right? I mean, yes. So, you know, I apologize for week 1 and everything. But am I still, you know, will you let me into the master bedroom so we can discuss who we should boot next? You know, I could just straight up kick Liberty out of the room and say, you did it to me, bitch. How dare you? How dare you? And like, and things like that. But instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her into the room and be very compassionate and sympathetic and be like, oh, it's okay, Liberty, I understand, I know why you did it, it's okay. And then what that will do is it will plant a seed in her head that she did something very wrong to me. I think what she expected is for me to be mad, which I am very furious. But while Liberty will feel my wrath, I can't just throw her into the pot of boiling water. I have to let her simmer in the water and let the temperature build up, that way she dies without even realizing it. So I'm going to start by building her trust up again. I'm going to get her to really like me. As it stands, if I am put on the block again with somebody else from the Illuminati, whether it be Kaz or Liberty, if Kaz is on the block, Liberty's voting me off. If Liberty's on the block, Kaz is voting me off. I have to change that. I need to change my alliance to be a safety net for me, meaning I have to turn Liberty and Kaz against each other. So Liberty, before we start talking nom-nom stuff, I want to ask you about Kaz. What about him? You heard Natasha, right? She said that he told Salvador about your secret meeting, which, you know, I'm not mad about. I know it happened. I know you lied to me, but it's alright. I'm willing to forgive you because I'm still in the game. Well, I'm really grateful, Tobias, but to be honest with you, I don't know how I feel about it. I thought Kaz was my ride or die, but after I heard that he told another side of the house a secret he promised to keep, I don't know. Basically, Liberty, what I'm asking you is he still in the Illuminati to you or not? Well, okay. Say that something like last week ever happens again. I really want to have his vote. Okay. Because I think that if I have his vote, then I can get him to sway other people in the house to have his vote as well. Okay. So, that's what I think about the whole thing. I know he made a mistake, but I don't think it was a mistake. What? I think that it was Kaz's goal to further his game by telling Salvador this information. I don't think he was thinking about you, and I don't think that in his mind it was a mistake as far as his game went. I think it was calculated, and I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was a very good move. It guaranteed Kaz's safety that week. But as for the long game, well, that all depends on you. Because I don't want to vote against my own alliance again, but you have to tell me right now, is Kaz still in the alliance? Oh jeez, Tobias is really presenting me with a hard decision. You know what, Tobias? I think the only way I'm gonna figure that out is if I go talk to Kaz myself. Or you can just bring him in here. The conversation doesn't have to be that private, does it? Well, no, I guess it doesn't. Then go get him, Liberty. What are you doing? Okay, yeah, sure. I'll be right back. Hey, Kaz. Hey, Kaz. Ah! What the fuck? Oh, Liberty, you found him. You found my evil clone. Hey, Liberty, it's okay. Shh, calm down. Calm down. I figured out how to get him to go away. How? All you have to say is your dad loves you. Watch, like this. Your dad loves you. Your dad loves you. Your dad loves you. See? He's gone. Okay. Well, anyways, if we're done with that, I want to talk to you in the MB. Oh, okay, sure thing, Liberty. So Liberty still hasn't said anything to me about how I busted her secret open, but I feel like that's why I'm being brought to the MB right now. It's okay. No, I can't say that anymore. Because of my clone, you know, actually saying the NW phrase summons him, because I think it's supposed to be a negative manifestation about how I let responsibilities and things that I should be concerned about roll off my back. So he basically has weaponized my favorite phrase against me, which is cool. Hey Tobias, what's going on? Congratulations on the MB, by the way. This place is stellar. Thank you so much, Kaz. I worked really hard for it. So anyways, Kaz, I want to talk to you about a thing you did that kind of hurt my feelings and made me question our friendship. I knew it. Liberty brought me in here to discuss the thing I did. Well, guess what, Liberty? I know you better than anybody in the house, so I know exactly how to get away with this. I know how to make you not mad at me anymore. You went against my back, Kaz, and you told the other side of the house something that I thought you could keep a secret. But as it turns out, you couldn't. You couldn't help yourself. You told Salvador, somebody you know is our enemy, something that happened in here. Something that incriminated me and made it very likely that I was going to go home. How could you do that to me, Kaz? How could you do that? So, Liberty, I know you're really upset, and I know what I did was very wrong, but I just want you to know I had you in mind when I did it. Really? Yeah. Listen, it was a move I made for the both of us. If I didn't tell them what they wanted to hear, well, then we could have both been on the block together. And I know that you didn't solve the fourth dimension, and I know there's no way I could have solved the fourth dimension, so we would have been on the block together. I really didn't want that to happen, Liberty. I really didn't want it to happen. I didn't want to go up against you. I didn't want to fight against you. You're my ride or die, bitch. You're my ride or die. Do you understand? Kaz is full of shit. It's actually kind of fun to watch. Oh my gosh, Kaz, stop crying because then I'm gonna start crying. Hey, Liberty, wipe those tears. Okay, you know what we're gonna do in this game? We're gonna file 3 it. Okay, we're gonna Illuminati it all the way to the end. All right, this shit is never gonna happen again. Okay, guys. Okay. They were crying for 6 hours. Well, one of them was actually crying. The other one, you know, I think I stopped seeing tears fall like about 20 minutes in from Kaz. Fake crying is really hard for me because most of the time I'm smiling. Oh my gosh, somebody's knocking at the door. I'll get it. Oh, it's Arlo.
Hello, it is me, Arlo.
What do you want, you little pipsqueak?
Okay, so since the entire house thinks I'm in the Illuminati, I might as well try to join it. I want to discuss nom-noms with you, Tobias.
Huh. Okay, I figured I could humor Arlo, just because of his little secret deal with Liberty. Maybe I can use him to turn her and Kaz against each other. So let me guess who you want on the block this week.
Juke! I want him on the block. I want him on the block so bad, and I want him gone for real this time.
If I put Juke on the block against someone from Aurora's side of the house, then Juke will get most of the votes. But my target is not Juke, it's Aurora. Aurora has 2 solid votes over her, being Tessa and Salvador. In the case of Juke being next to her, she has Arlo's vote too. That means I'm outnumbered 3-2. In order to shift the house back in my favor, I'll have to change Arlo's mind. Okay, Arlo, I'll cut you a deal. I will put Juke on the block, but he will not go home.
How does that make any sense?
I understand that you hate Juke's guts, but Aurora is much more of a threat. Consider her performance in the challenges so far. She placed 3rd in the butterflies, and she was the only other person besides me and Kaz to actually summon a demon. Also, during Tessa's MB, me and Liberty were on the block, and I doubt that it was all Tessa's idea to make the picks. I think that last week was dictated wholly by Aurora, meaning Aurora used Tessa's MB power to take a crack at the Illuminati, and she sent Salvador out as a dog to sniff out the rest of the members. Arlo, if Aurora gets your vote, she will be eliminated this week, and next week we can go for Juke. This is the part you're really going to want to pay attention to. If Juke is on the block 3 times, 2 times being in a row, his morale will be shot. He'll think the whole house is against him, and he'll basically crack and give up. His odds of saving himself next week will be slim to none, and that's when we'll go in for the kill. What if the Illuminati doesn't win next week? To start, it's very likely. With Aurora out, that means we're 4-3, Illuminati to not Illuminati. And say it's another collect as many whatevers as you can challenge. We have it in the bag. Tobias, as a rational skeptic, I do not want to play a game of uncertainties. We have to take some risks in early game for a better payoff later. We should go for bigger fish first, and then pick off the weaker competition the closer we get to the final 4. I don't know, Tobias. I really just don't know. I'm not completely certain about this plan that you have. And I know that you're MB, and I'm not going to tell you how to do things, but I'm not sure if I'll be willing to make deals with you like this. So Arlo is still unconvinced. Time for the killing blow. Liberty, what do you think of the whole thing? Well, Arlo, Tobias is right about the block thing. I was on it once, and I thought I was already done for. I consider myself to be an optimist, so anyone who's on the block, even twice, barely stands a chance going forward. I can see where you're coming from now. Now I understand. Now I completely understand, and I see where you're coming from. Now I completely understand. Yeah, I agree. This sounds like a pretty good plan. Oh, wow. Okay, Cass. So as soon as Liberty says something, you suddenly agree to it. You guys are just such good friends. You should just get married already. Okay. That was really uncalled for, but whatever. And with that, 3-2 against Aurora. Just in case anything happens, though, like, if Aurora wins SYS, I want some backup votes against Aurora's side of the house. So whether Aurora wins SYS or Juth, which is much less likely, Salvador is the replacement in both scenarios. If it's Salvador against Aurora, I need to sway Tessa to vote out Aurora. And if it's Salvador versus Juth, I need to sway Aurora and Tessa to vote out Salvador. Somehow I need to pit them all against each other, and I don't have that much time. Hey, Kaz. I want to speak with you alone, outside of the MB. Well, okay, are you sure you don't want to do it in here? This is your MB after all. I don't care. The 4th dimension in this room is just god-awful. Clashes very much with the last 2 dimensions. It's just really bad. It's ugly. I can't stand it, to be completely honest with you anymore. We need to get out of here. Okay. Arlo, Liberty, have fun in here. In this ugly 3 dimensions look pretty okay, but the 4th one is just ass room. So, Tobias, what are we talking about? What's going on? Did Salvador offer you safety for information about the Illuminati last week? No. Salvador didn't do that. He did not even do anything like that. I know, Kaz, usually you're a good liar, but when you're not expecting confrontation, you're shit at it. Okay, I admit it. I need to work on that. So it's true then. Yeah. How did you know that? When Natasha said that you told Salvador about what happened in Liberty's MB, I was immediately suspicious. I thought, there's no way Kaz would tell something like that to Salvador unless it furthered his own game, and I think the only way it would further your game is if you were guaranteed something that would keep it going, because otherwise you would have no need to sell out somebody who you considered your ride or die. I think Liberty couldn't guarantee you safety, and Salvador could, so you took his side. Very well played, Kaz. Very well played. Well, shit, same to you. You figured it out in 15 seconds, apparently. It didn't take 15 seconds. I had to rule out all the options. Anyways, this obviously doesn't affect your standing in the house. You're still safe. I would have no reason to turn against somebody in my alliance just because they got safety for a week. But, while we're talking, do you think that Salvador got any kind of go-ahead from Tessa to give you that safety? I don't know, Tobias. He didn't say anything about that. Okay, well, I need you to go and fish it out of him. Do you think you can conduct a mission for me? A mission? What could this possibly mean? What kind of mission? Since you've already been on the other side of the house, and they more or less trust you now, I need you to go over there and, kind of blend in, shoot the shit, just act like you're not there for any kind of game reason. But somewhere in this hangout, there's a landmine, and where you put it is all up to you. I really don't care. But at some point, somebody has to step on the landmine. So your landmine will be something along the lines of, gee, Salvador, it sure was cool of you to give me safety last week. Do you think you can do that for me? Yeah, sure. So, Liberty, I want to talk to you about something. Yeah, what is it? I want to talk to you about Kaz. What about him? He's a pretty cool guy. Kaz is pretty cool. I don't think Kaz is that cool. Well, how come? I kept the secret. I kept the meeting that happened between me and you a secret. But you know who couldn't? Kaz. And as a rational skeptic, I think I'm the more trustworthy person in this scenario. I mean, I guess you have a point. Not to mention, I was approached by Natasha before she got booted, and she asked me to vote you out so that she could stay, and she dangled the secret over my head. But guess what? I played dumb. I wasn't even threatened. I denied everything because I am a rational skeptic. But Kaz, oh Kaz, look what he went and did, Liberty. Now the entire house knows, and it's all his fault. Arlo's really making me see a different side of Kaz here. I didn't think he would ever go and do something like that. I really thought we were ride or dies. But, you know, now we're in a tizzy, all because of something that he told Salvador. Maybe Arlo's right. Maybe he isn't somebody I can trust. No, Aurora, I'm not gonna let you put a curse on my ex. Come on, Salvador, it'd be really funny, and I'm like learning how to be a witch and stuff. You know, I think I should start practicing my curses already. Why won't you let me curse your ex-girlfriend? You talk about her all the time in a really negative way. I might do that sometimes, but at the end of the day, I really do wish what's best for her, and I think that we just didn't work out and we need to take our different path. Well, her different path could be tumbling down a hill into a bunch of spikes and being eviscerated and bleeding out to death. Why are you being so violent about somebody you don't even know? I have these violent thoughts, Salvador, sometimes. I have them all the time. It's just what happens when you're a witch with black cats and brooms.
That seems pretty stereotypical of a witch, Aurora, even coming from you.
Well, the only way you're gonna know what a witch is if you identify the stereotypes. You know, they exist for a reason. Okay, Aurora, say that you did put a curse on my ex-girlfriend. What would happen to you? What do you mean, what would happen to me? I'm saying, what would happen to you? Because to my understanding, there's some sort of karma situation that goes on between casting spells and curses and things of that sort. Well, I guess so. Then by that logic, if you were to make my ex-girlfriend trip and fall into a pile of spikes or whatever you said, then something equivalent would happen to you, right? Because it's a give or take system. Salvador, I didn't know you knew so much about witchcraft. Were you reading up on it or something? No, I just heard about it from a movie. I stayed up all night reading one of Aurora's witchcraft books that she left in the MB from last week. I read it cover to cover for research purposes. I didn't find out she was a witch until this week, so I had the book just because it was something that she owned, and I wanted her to come up to me and ask me, "Hey Salvador, have you seen my witchcraft book?" or something like that, and I would have said, yes, but I was keeping it for you. And she would be like, "Oh, that's really cool, thank you so much, Salvador," and I would be like, "Oh, no problem," and it would really not be a huge big deal. But she still hasn't asked about it, so I figured now is the perfect time to approach it with a different angle. I just hope that she's not the kind of girl that only dates warlocks, because there's only so far into this rabbit hole I will go. Salvador, you have the right idea, actually. I shouldn't go cursing people, especially if they're people that did nothing wrong to me. But when somebody does something wrong to people I care about, and it obviously hurts them, and it still affects them way later in their life, then, I don't know, shouldn't I be mad at them or something? You can feel however you want, I just don't think wishing death is appropriate. Come on, Salvador. There's not a single person in this world that you look at them and you think, "Man, I really wish they were dead right now." Nope, not a single person.
Well, look who's fucking righteous over here.
Well, that's my take on it anyways. Take it if you will, take it if you won't, I really don't care. Well, now I have to think of other ways to practice my witchcraft. Hey, look, there's Kaz over there. Should I go do something funny to him or something? Funny like what? Like, I don't know, he's standing under that palm tree. Maybe I could make a coconut fall on his head and donk him on the head. That kills people. Seriously?
Yeah, Aurora, you didn't know that?
No, I had no idea that coconuts falling from trees could donk somebody on the head. Yeah, it's happened several times. Actually, I think it kills more people than sharks. Oh my god, that's so dangerous. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, hey Kaz. Wait a minute. Kaz, if you're standing here and you're also over there, then that means... Yeah, I've been looking for my Tulpa, and I think you guys just found him. What is he doing? It looks like he's staring wistfully off into the sea, probably plotting his next murder. Next. Oh wait, no, okay, I think he heard us. Okay, now he's turning around. Oh, he's got a knife, he's looking right at us, and he's walking toward us.
Uh-oh.
That's not good, right? That's not a good thing. We should take care of that. No worries, guys, I got it all under control. Your dad loves you! Your dad loves you! Your dad loves you! And just like that, he's gone.
Well...
That thing's gonna fuck with me for the rest of my life. Oh man, I've just been running around the house looking for that thing all day, and now I'm pooped. I think I'm just gonna chill here with you guys if that's okay. Yeah, Kaz, it's no problem. Yeah, Kaz, come sit down.
Yeah, take a load off, man.
Hey, I'm really thirsty. Do you guys want some pina coladas? I think I'm gonna go in the house and bring some pina coladas out. Oh, that'd be pretty cool of you, Kaz. Yeah, Kaz, that'd be pretty dope.
Thanks, Kaz, you bitch. Kaz is such a little errand boy. I'm gonna make him my bitch.
Oh, thanks for the drink, Kaz. Yeah, Kaz, thanks a lot.
Thanks, bitch.
Tessa keeps calling me bitch, but it's not in a demeaning way, but it's also not in the way that Liberty would call me bitch. It's in a very weird way, and I think I'm gonna ignore it. I just feel like I need to unwind, guys. I feel like after the first 2 episodes, I'm just really stressed.
Tell me about it, bitch. When you're the MB, the entire house is on your shoulders. It's not a job for everybody. That's why I hope I win every week in a row from now on.
Good fucking luck with that. Yeah, good luck.
What, you don't think I can do it?
All I'm gonna say is, I think I could have gone maybe another 10 hours in that rat challenge.
I could have gone 11.
12.
13.
14.
15.
So this is one flaw with my alliance. On my right-hand man, I've got a beefcake who's got a really big head and wants to prove himself all the time. But on my left, I've got this tiny little twister tornado hurricane, every natural disaster packed into one with literally sharp fangs and a tooth necklace that she wears. So, well, it's a good thing you guys are so good at competitions because I didn't know where I was going to get my safety from last week. I looked at Kaz and I tried to say with my face alone, you know, shut the fuck up.
Your safety? Why were you safe?
Uh-oh. Sounds like Tessa's about to step on the landmine. Because me and Salvador had lunch last week and he said he'd give me safety in return for some information. And so I gave him the information, and I was safe.
Salvador.
I didn't really have time to inform you, Tessa. I was kind of just sent out to, you know, go snoop. And I figured it didn't really matter. If I had to get the information, I had to get the information. I'm sure you understand.
I'm not sure you understand, Salvador, that it was not your MB, and it was not your safety to give.
Well, Tessa, I hope you can understand that you only had the MB because I gave it to you in the last second of the competition, so...
Oh, I'm sorry, you what? You did what?
I said I gave you the MB in the last second of the competition. Whoa, guys, let's dial it back here, okay? Let's
you had
pull it back.
Nothing to do with my win, Salvador.
I had everything to do with it. Our deal was the reason you won.
No, it wasn't. I was going to win regardless.
And how do you know that?
How would I know that I wouldn't?
Right, so what I'm trying to tell you is that I presented you a certainty. I said that if you win, you will be safe, and you will win. I gave you the certainty. There was... You know, there was no certainty beforehand. That's what I gave to you. I already did my part. I already gave something to you, so I figured you would give something to me. You would let me give somebody safety for information.
Maybe if we agreed to something like that, you know, that would be fine. But we never said anything of the sort.
Well, did you want to know who was in the Illuminati or not?
Gonna be honest with you, I didn't give a shit, okay? I was putting up Liberty and Tobias anyways. I did not give a shit. It was you and Aurora who were talking yourselves in circles about the Illuminati, okay? You guys hijacked my MB.
We didn't hijack your MB, Tessa? Yeah, you made your own decision, did you not? We did not come up to you and tell you, Tessa, you better put X and so on the block, or else. We gave you the idea and you liked the idea. We didn't hijack your MB. Get your story straight anyways. First you say you put up your own 2 people, and then you say we hijacked your MB. Tessa, I don't understand. I don't understand what are you trying to say? Like, what is the truth to you? What is your truth?
My truth? Get the fuck out of here, Salvador.
What is the truth, Tessa? Did me and Aurora hijack your MB, or was it all you? Was it all you? Was last week all you?
Well, I would rather throw the blame on you guys because that just seems like a waste of an MB to me. Last week was pretty much a train wreck, you know, for me. It was really embarrassing.
What was so embarrassing about it?
I got Natasha kicked out. Anyone could do that.
She was your nom. You put her on the block. She would not have gone home if you didn't do that.
Well, why didn't you guys get Liberty out, okay? I couldn't vote. I had nothing to do with it. You guys had to campaign, not me.
What do you mean you didn't have to campaign? It was your MB. You could have done something. You could have lifted a goddamn finger. Me and Aurora actually left the room with Natasha to go campaign, and it didn't work, obviously. But what did you do? You sat in the room. You sat in the room and waited for Final Couchdown and didn't talk to anybody until we got there.
Because I was thinking about how much of a waste of an MB that is going to be when Natasha goes home, because I knew she was going
home. You didn't do anything about it.
Okay, well, when you're MB, Aurora, you can tell me how to do things, okay? You can tell me how to run things, all right? But when I am MB, you do not tell me that shit.
We were not trying to tell you how to run things. We did not give you helpful handy hints on how to be MB.
No, let me talk, okay?
Trying to play games and align.
I'll finish.
And agree on something. No, all right, you're good. You're done, okay? Salvador, she obviously wasn't done. I don't understand.
I was in control. You guys,
we are in an alliance.
And you said
when one of us gets put.
No, you said
we are in an alliance. When one of us is MB, especially when one of us is MB, only because somebody from that alliance let them win.
You didn't let me win.
I let you win.
You didn't let me win.
I let you win.
No, you did not let me win.
I gave you the 100% certainty. That's what I did for you, okay? So when I did that for you, when I handed you a win on a silver platter, Your Majesty, basically we were in an alliance after that, and part of the deal of that is if I give you MB on a silver platter, then maybe you should take into consideration the people that I want kicked off the show. Is that so hard to understand? You pissed me off, Salvador. Kaboom. Was Salvador's decision to give Kaz safety misguided? Yes. Was Tessa's reaction inappropriate? Maybe. Was I enjoying it nonetheless? Yes, but also no, because I don't have any power this week. These hot Cheetos are delicious. Oh shit, sorry. Everybody in the VIBEHAUS, please gather to the Lazy Lounge for the Nom Nom ceremony immediately. Right now, I'm snapping my fingers. How you know it's urgent. Welcome back to the Lazy Lounge. This is the Nom Nom ceremony. Now that it's episode 3, I feel like I really don't have to explain it that much. You know, basically, big boss person put 2 people if they don't likey, and it happens. So, wait a minute. Kaz, I love that new shirt that you're wearing. Oh, thanks. I put it on so people could tell me apart from my tulpa from a distance. Have you taken care of that thing yet? I sure haven't. I have no idea where it is. Okay, well anyway, let's go, Tobias. Let's hear those nom noms. The first person I have decided to nom nom is Juke. Again! What did I even do to people, man? What did I even do? I'm literally just chilling. The only person that has a problem with me is... As soon as Juke was nom-nommed, he was staring daggers at me. The second person I have decided to nom-nom is... Aurora. Aurora. This means war. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. This means war? What? He said it. He said this means war. Oh my god. Oh, Tobias, if only you knew. Tobias, I've been on your case since we started this. So, yeah, I mean, if you really want to have a war with me, congratulations. Because it looks like you're winning the first battle. But you're not gonna, you know, as they say, win the war. Are those the host hot Cheetos? Yeah. We have to actually campaign this time. We actually have to send Juke packing. This cannot be a Natasha where me and Aurora, you know, fucking laughed about it. No, she is on the block now. This is very serious. This is some serious shit. This nom nom ceremony is over. Salvador, why are you sweating so much? I'm not sweating, I'm just wet. I feel like if I were you, I would just admit that I was sweating instead of saying, like, I'm just wet. Are you nervous for me or something? You could say that. Don't worry about it, Salvador. We're gonna campaign hard. We're gonna get me off the block, okay? Look, are we, though? I mean, we tried to campaign with Natasha, and... Just don't even stress, okay? We have plenty of time. Okay, I'm chill. I am gonna go find Tessa, though, because I want to apologize to her about the, argument we had. That would be real cash money of you. Alright, I'm gonna go be cash money somewhere else. Hey, Aurora. Hey, Aurora. What's going on? So, you finally decided to talk to me face to face. So you did suspect that you were my arch nemesis. And you suspected that I was your arch nemesis. I just gotta ask, Tobias, why? Why are you targeting me? It's because, Aurora, you're very, very smart. And I can't have that. You can't have it, like you absolutely can't have any smart person in this house besides you. They all have to be stupid. Yes, Aurora, I'd hate to say it, but it's going to be a lot easier to win if there's nobody in the house that's as smart as you. I'm not even that smart, Tobias. Come on, I just guessed. What makes you say I'm so smart anyway? Tessa might have won MB last week, but it was really your reign. How do you know that? Tessa's a dipshit. She's not a dipshit. Consider this. When you and Salvador stopped me and Natasha in the hallway last week, I know that wasn't just a friendly run-in. Right from that encounter, I gathered that you get your information from observing, from waiting in the shadows, from not being obvious. You'd still be capable of making moves even if you weren't the MB. Also, I know that Salvador teamed up with Tessa, and I know that you are with Salvador. And Salvador was going around the house snooping, and you were in the MB all day. Now, you had no real power, but you had enough influence over Tessa to tell her who you wanted off, and me and Liberty were your prime targets. And even if we were just guesses, it's a pretty good guess that you got 3 for 3, because Natasha was on the block as soon as I left. It's you, Aurora. You're after me. Not Tessa, not Salvador, but you. And you're after me, so you've decided to make your own move. Yeah. So now, I'm waiting to see what you do. This can go one of two ways, Aurora. Either it really is this easy to beat you, or you meet my expectations and you save yourself. Whether that be in the actual comp, or, you know, through what you do. Are you saying you want me in the game? I'm saying I want to have a good game, and there's two ways to go about that. Either you go this early, or we butt heads the entire time, and whoever's the best VIBEHAUS player wins. So in other words, you really don't give a shit what happens. Not at this stage anyway. It's way too early to tell. If you are as good at this as I think you are, then we have a long way until the Final 2. Final 2? Why is he saying stuff like Final 2? It sounds like he's trying to make a deal, but I know that he's not. I can tell just by looking at Aurora's face that I'm confusing her by the way I'm talking. But to be completely honest, I kind of want to make it to the end with her, but not in a friendly way, in a we go back and forth kicking each other's allies off until we're the only ones left kind of way. Aurora being in the game is not good for my chances of winning, but kicking her out is not good for my chances of having any fun. Hey, Tessa,
Yeah, Salvador, what's up?
Look, I wanted to apologize for our little tiff we got into a minute ago. It was bad. It looked bad. And I really shouldn't have said what I said. You know, I said that I was the reason that you won the MB, and that is just not true, okay? I didn't help you through the whole thing. You and me got to the last 2 by ourselves, and that's just how it went. So it was really unfair of me to say that. So I don't expect you to forgive me, but I just wanted it out there right now that I really am sorry. I'm not apologizing just for a forgive me. I'm not apologizing just for a don't vote me off again in the future, but I just want you to know that I really am sorry, and I feel scummy about the whole thing.
Salvador, I really appreciate you apologizing, and I just want you to know that I did overreact, I think. The way that the conversation went brought me back to a dark place, and I know you might not like the sound of this, but I don't think I'm ready to work together with you again.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, just the way I was going back and forth with you, I didn't like the feelings that came back up. I didn't like how it reminded me of a time where I used to get more angry more often. I really don't like to raise my voice like that. And I just think that it would be better for the both of us if we kept our distance.
So are you out of the alliance?
I don't want to say that. I just want to say for now, like, this is completely not game, Salvador. This is not game whatsoever. Don't expect my vote, but don't expect me to vote against you. If you ever find yourself on the block, or if you ever find somebody that you want off the block, on the block, you need to come talk to me, because don't just assume that I'm still, don't just assume that you still have my vote. Thanks for coming to talk to me. Unlike some people in this house, I meant what I said. My conversation with Salvador was not game whatsoever. It was one-on-one. It was very personal. I don't usually like to let people know that there's a side of me that gets very, very angry, and I regret it. Some people think that I'm just an angry person and I get violent and it's just how I react to things, but you have to be very specific in the way that you trigger it to get that kind of visceral yelling reaction out of me, and I don't want it to happen again, and I'm afraid around Salvador it will if I don't give myself the time to cool off. So I really hope he understands, and I hope everybody else in the house understands.
Tessa's right. She wants to go about it a different way now. Not just to assume that we still have each other's backs, but if we ever need each other's backs, we have to earn it again. I don't hate her, and I don't think she hates me, but... you know, I just wish... Sometimes when I do things for people, it comes back to bite me in the ass, because then I expect that they will do the same or similar things for me, and when they don't, because it's completely in their right to not have to do anything like that, then I get angry. And I lash out, and I say things that normally I wouldn't say. And I'm not even trying to save myself to an audience or anything. I'm just putting it out there that I regret it. Oh, hey Tobias, I didn't expect to find you at the pool. Oh, what, Kaz, you think I don't swim? You think I don't enjoy a nice swim once in a while? You know, I like to get wet too. I'm just like you know. When did I ever tell you that I like to get wet? You didn't have to tell me, I just knew it. Anyways, get in the pool. Well, Tobias, this is so sudden. I don't have a swimsuit or anything. We'll go get one and come get in the pool with me because I want to ask you how the mission went. Oh, okay. Okay, Kaz, tell me everything. Tell me how it went. So I showed up, right? And I slipped right in, I feel like I was not even suspected. So then I was just talking, you know, we were shooting the shit just like you asked. And I just, you know, happened to casually mention, oh, I'm glad I was safe last week. And Tessa's like, why were you safe last week? And I was like, well, because Salvador gave me safety. And from there, it exploded. I have never seen something happen so fast. They went from a cohesive unit that took a shot at our alliance to just three people yelling at each other. But I will say I have one critique with your mission here. And what's that? I think you made Tessa more mad at Salvador than Tessa would be mad at Aurora. So that means in the event that Aurora and Salvador are both on the block, then I think Tessa's gonna kick off Salvador, which I know is what you don't want. Right, I guess that does present a problem. You know what? There's hardly anything I can do about it before the SYS. If the problem arises where Aurora and Salvador are put on the block together, I'll come up with a contingency plan to make sure that Aurora is gone. So all that has to happen is Aurora and Juke stay on the block and we don't have to worry about that? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so everything's still up in the air, I guess. Yeah. Until then, I'm just gonna relax in this pool, sit by the jets, you know, really shake the demon out of me. Oh yeah, I forgot you were possessed by a demon. Only half possessed. Hey, Arlo. Oh, Juke, what do you want? I know we haven't spoken for a minute, but I thought I would ask you something that has been troubling me. What is it? Did you have anything to do with my nom nom this week? I knew it. As soon as Juke gave me that look, he was going to ask me about nom noms. Well, I guess I have no point in not telling him the truth. Even if he isn't going home this week, there's a strong possibility he'll go home next week. And I don't have to act cordial or anything during that next week, no. I can completely shun him. It doesn't matter. Yes, Juke. It's all true. I've been plotting against you since day one. I wanted you out since day one. But why? Why do you not like me so much, Arlo? I don't understand. I thought we were gonna be in an alliance together, and you're really screwing me here, man. You're really screwing me. Because if we're not in an alliance, then I don't know who to fuck with, you know? That's not my problem. But it should be, cause you said it. You said that we would be in an alliance together. Talk is cheap in this house, Juke. But I guess you're right. It really doesn't matter what anyone says to me. I'm screwed either way, aren't I? Well, okay. This is my last chance to be polite to you, so I'm going to take it. Our target this week is Aurora, and next week our target is you. Now, I might be giving you a week's advance to make preparations against us, but I figure it's the least I can do. I'll admit it, Juke. You got to me. I do feel bad for you. I do feel bad for what I did to you. But at this point, there's no turning back. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't be in an alliance with you, because then the Illuminati would turn against me, and I need their numbers. And you and me? Well, I just don't know if we'd ever work out. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this week, you're safe. You are a pawn. But next week, my sights are on you. So just get ready. Figure out a plan, figure out what you're gonna do, and figure out how you're gonna turn this house, because as it stands, you would only have 2 votes for you. But if you're really good at this game, and you can turn the house to whoever else is with you next week, then I would applaud you. Well, Arlo, you're not the shittiest person I've ever known, but I certainly feel like, That's all I'm gonna say. And if that's the rest of your business with me, I'll be going on with my day now. Yeah. Sure thing. Well, it was at least nice of Arlo to give me that little piece of insider information, but I really don't know what to do. Besides win SYS, which, if I remember week 1, that's kinda unlikely. But if I manage to do that, then hallelujah, I am saved. But if I don't, and it's like Arlo said, I have a week to come up with a plan to get myself safe again. I gotta start thinking now. I gotta start thinking right now. You know, I got it. This is... if Aurora's gone, I still got 6 other people that I gotta get on my side. And I just... it's too much right now, man. It's too much. But I can do it. Because Juke McDonald is not a loser. I am not a loser. I can do this.
Juke can't do this. No matter what, there were benefits to me telling him our insider information. If he didn't know about our plans this week, then he wouldn't see it coming next week. But, well, he does know about it this week, that only is going to get in his head. He's going to overthink it. He's going to come up with plans that don't make any sense. I don't think Juke is a strategist. I think he's a floater. And I think no matter what happens, he's going to get his deserved fate in this game. When it comes down to principle and character, I don't have anything against the man, but it's his idiosyncrasies. It is his mannerisms that just get on my every last nerve. And when you're in a game about kicking out your own friends and your enemies, well, if I have nothing else to go on, it might as well be the fact that he bites his lip. Attention everybody at once. Everybody give me all of your attention. I want all of the attention. God, just burp, man. Just get it out. It is now time for the one, the only SYS competition. Everybody, please gather to the good old stomping grounds, and we're gonna get this SYS we're gonna get it rolling. Thank you so much for coming. You have no idea how much it means to me that you're at the SYS ceremony spot right now. So let's get right into it. In front of you, Aurora, Juke, is a panel of rats. But these aren't just your normal kinds of rats. These are a very specific breed called crime rats. These rats can get themselves into all sorts of trouble, and you have to impress the panel by living a life of total crime, absolute anarchy, and violence and crime. And if you score a total of 8 or above, then you have officially impressed the rats.
Yes, we are the rats. We know all kinds of trouble.
But if one of you scores higher, then only that person will be able to save themselves from the block. So remember, you guys, don't only do your best to commit terrible crimes, but be the best at it. Do you understand? Okay, so how exactly does this work? Like, do we start doing crimes now? Like in the Vibe House? No, absolutely not, Aurora. You're misinterpreting the entire thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset you guys as babies, and you're gonna spawn from a new mother. And then what you're gonna do is live an entire life of crime, and then whenever you either die on the run, get caught, sent to prison, die in prison, you know, or just die a normal death because you're terrible at this SYS, then you're gonna come back here and we're gonna see how you did. So just like that, presto, Juke and Aurora are babies. Get a good look at them. Oh, look at them.
Oh, I hate babies.
Oh, they're so cute.
Actually, I only hate some babies. I think they're kind of cute.
Oh my god. You know, there's something very strange about seeing this, and it's all well and good to see your crush's baby pictures or whatever, but to see them actually as a baby, alright, and it looks like Aurora's gotten a pretty good head start by not crying when she comes out of the womb. Juke is bawling his eyes out, but most psychopathic criminals don't cry when they come out of the womb. Let's fast forward here to toddler age.
Oh, it appears that Juke is not getting well with his friends at kindergarten. Yes, but if you'll notice, Aurora didn't even go to kindergarten. In fact, she is being homeschooled, which is a recipe for disaster. Oh yes, you are quite correct.
So yeah, we can see Aurora's being homeschooled right now. She's beating up on her siblings. She is the oldest sibling, so, you know, this is actually great leeway for her. I think she got really lucky.
Oh yes, but look at here, Juke is already abusing substances. He's going to be an alcoholic by the time he's 13.
Okay, this is kind of getting disturbing, actually. Oh, little baby Salvador doesn't want to see people grow up to only live to hurt people and commit terrible crimes. Why don't you go put on a diaper, you fucking thumb-sucking baby?
Oh yes, this thumb-sucking baby requires a diaper.
Can I opt to sit out of an SYS? No, you have to watch the entire thing. Okay, cool.
I'll just close my eyes. Don't do that, Salvador. Look at me, I'm closing my eyes. Salvador, I'm gonna come over there and Ludovico your eyes open if you don't stop. I'm closing my eyes. Fine, whatever, I don't care. Anyways, where are we at? Let's fast forward here. Okay, 26. Aurora lives in a trap house. I think, did she killed somebody. Fuck, I missed it. Let's go back.
Can we not? It appears that Duke is stealing babies from the baby ward. Oh, that is fantastic.
I did not expect him to be that kind of criminal. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Babies go for a lot of money.
Yes, on the black market, they sell like hotcakes.
Okay, so this is a change of pace. It looks like Aurora's gotten over her blatant crime ways and has adopted a new clean lifestyle. She went through rehab. She went and got a GRE, and it looks like she's actually entry level in a pretty big corporation right now. Is she gonna do that thing where she starts as a male person and then gets all the way to CEO or something? Yeah, probably. Why? I don't know. I just expect that sort of thing from her.
Meanwhile, Duke has got nowhere near to recovering in society. He lives in a trailer park and he smokes meth.
Oh, come on, meth?
Yeah, seriously.
So it looks like Aurora is now 50 years old, and you're right, Tobias, she did become the CEO of this company, but she still is a psychopath, and she is just abusing her power right now. She's actually lacing her competition with ricin. She's like one of the most deadly poisons ever. And it's actually interesting. Most women criminals resort to poisoning, and I think it's because they're pussies.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man, that was uncalled for. Hey, Salvador, you're not even looking at the screen, so you're a pussy too. I bet you'd poison somebody to kill them.
Duke has purchased several rifles, and I think he's going to a nearby elementary school.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, this is seriously messed up, guys. Salvador, don't act like we don't live in the age of school shootings. He's got a point. Man, what if no one wants to see this shit?
I'm just confused. If Duke was gonna be a school shooter, why wouldn't he do it while he was in school?
Well, because he dropped out of school, Arlo. Were you paying attention during that point? No, you weren't. You were probably looking at your phone.
Oh, it appears that Duke has turned away from the school. He was approaching it at first, and I was pretty sure he was going to do it, but now he's turned around.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like he's actually accepting a call to become a dark web hitman. Well, that's at least better than, killing kids. Yeah, I think it was one of those pick on people your own size complexes. He was like, oh, kids are too easy. I might as well go after people my age. Which, if you're gonna shoot somebody,
What's especially interesting is that the fiance of one of the people that Aurora poisoned is now contracting a dark web hitman using Bitcoin.
Oh, could their paths possibly meet?
Well, yeah, I kind of rigged it to be that way, and it was gonna be a big surprise, but Arlo just went and spoiled the surprise, so...
It wasn't me, it was the rats. They led me to a rational conclusion.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say anything. I'm pretty sure the entire room was thinking it. How do you think the people feel at home? They hear that little tidbit and they're like, oh, they're gonna meet, and then you just say it out loud. They wanted to feel smart. They wanted to feel like they knew more than we did, and you just ruined it for them. Do you even know how to be on television, Arlo?
I'm learning slowly, okay?
Right, alright, anyways. Well, if you guys already guessed, Duke is now on his way to put a bullet in Aurora's brain, so let's see how this turns out.
Both of them are now in their 60s, and it appears that they're approaching each other at a rapid rate.
Alright, yeah, let's fast forward here. So, Duke is inside Aurora's office. Looks like Aurora's working late, and he's coming up behind her with a gun, but Aurora keeps a katana under her desk because, of course, she's insane. It looks like they're getting in some sort of Kill Bill fight, and if we look right here... Duke pops a cap in Aurora's ass, and she dies.
Oh no, gosh.
And now Duke's received his Bitcoin dark web money, and he's going on a holiday in Cambodia. And it looks like he's gotten very good at going off the grid, so I don't think he's being caught anytime soon. But I also really don't want to watch him go on vacation, so let's fast forward here. Yeah, it looks like he's just killing people going on vacation, killing people going on vacation, going on vacation, going on vacation. Wow, that must have been a really big hit because he hasn't killed anybody in years. He's just been going off the last hit's money. And it looks like he's dying of lung cancer because he smoked his entire life and he's dead.
Very impressive, very good performance from the two of them. Let's give them a round of applause. A round of rat applause, if you will.
Yes, it was a very good performance from the both of them, but is it high enough to save themselves? We'll soon find out from our panel of rat judges, but first, let's bring back the contestants. Okay, that was really fucked. It's so weird. Your entire life not knowing the mystery behind death, and then suddenly when you die, you just instantly remember that you've been on a reality show the entire time. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Let's see how you guys did. Each of the rats can go up to 3 possible points, 3 being the best, and 0 being the worst. In order to have a possibility to save yourself, you have to have scored an 8 or above. We'll start with Aurora. Will our 4 panel of rat judges please hold up their individual scores? With scores of 1, 1.9, 2.2, and 1.1, Aurora comes to a total of 6.2 points.
Shit.
Aurora, we believe that you had a very good start, but your transition to white-collar crime and things like that, well, it just lacked a build-up and a climax for us. It was very sudden. Although it was a good redemption story, this was about crime, not redemption. You were not the worst we've seen, but you were also not above average. No hard feelings, though, right? I mean, usually people don't want to be good at crime, so...
Yeah, it's no problem. Thank you very much for your feedback.
You're very welcome.
So I'm sorry, Aurora, but you will not be saving yourself this week. Okay, maybe it's time to worry. Juke, with scores of 2.4, 2.1, 1.9, and 0.7, Juke comes to a score of 7.1.
Yes.
Whew. Juke, we thought you did outshine Aurora at some points, but you were very flip-flop. And while we do expect some variety of the crimes you commit, we do also expect some consistency. It's good to be a wild card, it's good to be unexpected, but your transition from wanting to be a school shooter to wanting to be a contract hitman was just very out of the blue, we think. And while we did give you some points for being out of the blue, we also subtracted some, because it just wasn't satisfying to us. Although your meth in a trailer park phase was a nice touch, it did give you some extra points there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Juke. You did a pretty decent job.
Well, I can't say that I didn't see this coming. Thank you guys so much for playing, and thank you, my panel of rats, for being a very, very cool little panel of rats. You guys are amazing. Here's some treats. Okay, I'll meet you guys at the final couchdown in due time, but until then, relax, vibe out, if you will. See you later. Hey, Juke. Juke, what's going on, buddy? Nothing. I'm just thinking about some stuff. You seem pretty down in the dumps. Well, yeah, it's because, I lost this SYS, and even though Arlo told me earlier that Aurora was the one who's going home, I just don't know if I can trust him, because he even said it himself in the same breath that talk is cheap. Well, he is right about that, but if you have any doubts, I'm here to tell you that Aurora is the one going home. Okay, well, that's good, because all I want is just one more week, I just need one more week, and even if it's like Arlo said, and I'm up next on your list, then all I want is one more week. Wow, so he told you that too, huh? Yeah. Well, there's been enough drama about people opening their mouths about things that they probably shouldn't have, so I'm not gonna add to that. All I'm gonna say is, although Arlo told you that you're probably going home next week, just remember that anything can happen. Yeah, and to be completely honest with you, I don't appreciate how Arlo's been throwing you under the bus recently. Like, it's good to have his numbers, don't get me wrong, but, if you're gonna be a villain, do it right. Totally. Well, it's been nice talking to you, Juke, and remember, don't worry your pretty little head about it, okay? Just sit back in that chair and relax. Everything's gonna be alright for you. Thanks so much. The way I want to play this game, Juke is somebody I want to take with me to the end, because he's dumb, he's impressionable, and he's easy to be used. I'm only saying that in a game context, of course. Heart to heart, I do feel bad for him. He came into this game thinking that everyone was going to be genuine, and while that's stupid to assume, stupid people don't know that they're being stupid, so it's best to treat them with, I don't know, an ounce of empathy. But Arlo, being the little intellectual dipshit that he is, thinks that everybody's gotta be all, oh, I'm skeptical, and oh, this and that. But I really am not here for it, and I would rather boot Arlo next week than Juke. But like I told Juke, everything's up in the air, and I'll have to see what happens. Now that I've officially failed to save myself, it's time to campaign hard. I'm talking presidential, I'm talking trying to delete emails, I'm talking all that shit. I have got to get this house on my side, because I have a bad impending feeling that, because I'm Tobias's arch nemesis, that he's gonna try to rally the house against me. So I gotta think, who has my back here? Obviously not Liberty. Obviously not Tobias, so I'm not gonna waste my time trying to campaign the entire house. I'm only gonna go after Arlo, Tessa, and Kaz. Because from the sounds of it, Tessa and Kaz are kind of floating in this weird membrane in the middle where they don't really know where they're at. And Arlo hates Juke's guts, right? So even if Arlo is part of this alliance and they're all gonna agree to vote me out, there's gotta be something I can do. Hey, Salvador, can you do me a favor? Yeah, what's up? So we gotta make sure that I stay in this house, okay? Right, yeah. I'm gonna talk to Kaz and Tessa, because I know you already talked to Tessa, and you guys probably don't want to see each other for the rest of the day or something. Right, that's the impression I get. So what I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to go to Arlo. We gotta micromanage this, okay? Make sure that he's gonna keep me in this house. Well, what should I do? Should I offer him safety or something? Haha, just kidding.
Just, like, remind him that he hates Juke or something. I don't know. Okay, sure thing. Okay, I'm gonna go hit up Tessa, and I think the next time I'm gonna see you is Final Couchdown, so... Here's to that, right? Here's to that. Here's to that. Oh no, I'm sweating again. Hey Tessa, how's it going?
Oh, what's up, Aurora?
So, I know your relationship right now with the Alliance is kind of complicated, but forget the Alliance. Forget me and, you know, Salvador working together. Who are you keeping in the house?
Well, Aurora, me and Salvador's beef is completely separate from you, and I've had your trust in this game, and you've had mine. So I just don't think it would be right of me to vote you out and vote for Juke to stay when I really don't know Juke that well, and I don't intend at this point in the game of trying to make new friends. You already have my vote. Don't even worry about me, okay? And, you know, consider this separate from the Alliance. I'm doing it for you, not for the Alliance.
You're saving my ass right now, Tessa. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
It sure is a good thing that Tobias kept his word and put Juke on the block. For a second there, I had my doubts. Arlo, why did you doubt it? Why would he not put him on the block for you? Obviously he wants you in the Alliance. He wants his numbers. Well, still, doubt everything. Be skeptical. You never know. I mean, I guess. But I knew it from the start. I knew Tobias would keep his word. Oh my god, there's somebody at the door. I'll get it. Oh. Kaz. Hey, Arlo. Can I come in the MB for a second? I don't know. Why don't you ask Tobias? It's his MB after all. Well, where's Tobias? I don't know. Okay. Well, how about this? How about I come in the MB now, and then when Tobias comes back, if he doesn't want me in the MB, he can kick me out. Arlo, what are you doing? Just let him in. Okay, sure thing. Love the new shirt, by the way, Kaz. Oh, thanks. It's an original Fujiano Baguji Hawaiian shirt. Fujiano Baguji? Isn't that like designer for poor people? Okay, so obviously Arlo knows nothing about designer clothes. He's just trying to make me look bad in front of Liberty, which is stupid. If I told him how much this Fergabio Gagagio shirt ran me, he would be on the floor. Or he would be all skeptical about it and say it was a ripoff. Maybe I am poor, Arlo. How would you know? Oh, come on, Kaz, you're not poor. Well, then why are you trying to accuse me of having designer for poor people? You don't make sense sometimes. Well, and neither do you. Well, that sounds like you're referencing a specific incident. Why don't you say it out loud, because everybody in the room knows about it and it's okay. Actually, everybody in the house knows about it, so it's okay. So I don't really think it's necessary for you to dangle it over my head, Arlo. I really just don't think that's a thing you need to do, and I want to save you the trouble of having to do it, so why don't you just go ahead and say it? You sure do talk a lot, Kaz. You like to run your mouth, don't you? You like to gossip, don't you? Hey, guys, what is this? Why are we talking like this? Good vibes only. No, Liberty, it's okay. I just been asking him a simple question. Do you like to run your mouth, Kaz? Do you really like to talk a lot? You know what, Arlo, I do like to talk a lot. I like to talk to my friends all the time. So you're saying you consider everyone in this house your friend? Not everybody in this house. You know, I think Liberty's my friend. I think Tobias is my friend. I think Juke is my friend. I think Tessa's my friend. I think Aurora's my friend. I think Salvador's my friend. Oh yeah, and I forgot one. The host is my friend. Oh my god, what is he doing? Well, if you like talking to your friends, and I'm not on that list, then why are you talking to me? You know what? You're right. Huh, wow. Kaz sure is making himself look good. Oh, it's not like me to be so bent out of shape, but, you know, I just need to go by the pool. I just need to relax. I'm safe another week, that's all that matters. But there's a voice inside me that's saying, Kaz, you could do something about this. Kaz, you could really turn everything on its head. Kaz, you really could make a difference, and you really could just fuck shit up. There is something I could do, but what is it? Hey, Kaz, what's going on? You look pretty cozy in the pool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, Aurora, I'm just floating. I'm just drifting. I'm just chilling. You look pretty upset. Do I? Oh, shit. Okay, well, I gotta work on that. Did something happen? Aurora, I don't want to say none of your business, but I'm kind of learning not to open my mouth these days. Okay, I get it. I don't have to tell you why I'm talking to you, right? I think you're smarter than that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You want my vote, don't you? Whoa, what? Is that your voice? I mean, you want my vote, don't you? Kaz, what is going on? None of your business. None of your business, Aurora. None of your business. Just don't ask so many questions, okay? Are you, like, secretly your tulpa and I'm, like, talking to your tulpa right now and, like, you've learned to speak or something? No, Aurora, if I was my tulpa, I would have killed you by now. What's happening right now is my second face is showing, and I really need you to not tell anybody else in the house.
I need you to keep this an absolute secret, because if people find out about this face, then they're gonna think I'm a lot more of a threat than I want them to. And I'm telling you with this face right now because I'm very, very serious about it. Usually I'm all happy-go-luckies, usually I'm all NW, but right now I really need you to not tell anybody. Okay, Kaz, I won't tell anybody. If you can do something for me. You have my vote, okay? You have it.
Really? It was that easy?
Yeah, but listen to this. If Arlo didn't piss me off so much, then you wouldn't have my vote. I'm doing this in spite of Arlo. So what's your end game with giving me the vote? Because I'm pretty sure you're the only reason I'm staying in the house now. I'm going to vote for Juke to be kicked out of the Vibe House. And then I'm going to frame Arlo for doing it. And that will split up Liberty and Arlo and maybe even piss off Tobias because he really wants you out of the house. After I make this move, nobody in the house is going to be safe. So really get your ass covered, okay? I don't want to do this for nothing. Oh yeah, sure thing. And remember, you didn't see this face. You saw this one. You were talking to this one the entire time. So there are really 3 Kazes roaming around this house then. When I was a wee lad, I had a teacher who liked to talk to me after class because she was concerned for my performance in school, which was shit. But as she was talking to me about why I wasn't understanding the concept of Pluto not being a planet, I showed her this face, and she got really disturbed because it came out of nowhere and she wasn't ready for it. And she said she was going to call my parents because she thought there was something wrong with me. And I said, Miss Machiavelli, please don't do that. Please don't do it. Pretty please. And of course, she agreed. Even though I'm tempted to just put on that face for the confessionals because it really doesn't matter, I obviously have to do better keeping it up, so... Beware, all ye who enter here, for when you enter here, your beer will be queer. Haha. This is the final couchdown. In this exciting edition of Final Couchdown, Juke and Aurora failed to commit to a life of crime that impressed the panel of rat judges, so now they're both still on the block. We'll get to voting very shortly, but I would like to allow both of them to give the house a reason as to why they should stay. So without further ado, Juke, you're up first. Well, this is the second time I have to tell people why I want to stay, and I gotta come up with something better than, oh, you know, I just want to stay. You guys should keep me because I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson about floating in the house. I've somehow managed to survive 2 episodes getting dumped by my alliance and not getting anybody to back me up. I really shouldn't have trusted just one person, especially when he acted the way he did, and no shade. I'm not going to be mad about it, Arlo. You're just playing the game, and I'm sure it's nothing against me. It's just everything for you. So really, guys, I will pledge loyalty. I will be a number in one of your favors. Really, I am a potential to join somebody's side, but Aurora, she already has her ride or dies. She's played the game, and she's played the game really well, and I don't want to say that should be the reason that she goes and I stays because she's better at the game than me, but, you know, if you're too much of a threat too early and you get caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, I just think for Aurora, this should be her wrong place and her wrong time, and I'm sorry, Aurora, I know you really have played a good game, and it's nothing against you, but like I said, nothing against you, all for me. I really want this. Very touching, Juke, very touching. I think you actually managed to touch through my ectoplasm. Aurora, take it away. Well, I'm going to start off by saying no hard feelings, Juke. I get it. I totally get it. You have to convince people to vote against me, and that's just you. That's just the game. I'm not mad about it. What I'm going to say, though, is if I do go home tonight, I want you guys to know that I really enjoyed my time here so far, and I've really enjoyed playing a good game, and if I do stay, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep coming at you, and I'm gonna be completely honest with that. If I stay, this will be a very hectic game. This will be crazy until the finish. Because number one, if I said, oh, I swear, I promise I won't be a threat anymore and just sit down for the rest of the game, that would be lame as shit. And second off, you guys wouldn't believe me anyways, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm going to be upfront. If you guys do keep me in the game, I'm gonna be a player. And you guys, the Illuminati, if anything ever blows up, As it tends to do, if any of you decide to change your minds and keep me in the game, I will hold no grudges. And if I do go home tonight, then I want you guys to know that I had a really great time. Thanks, Aurora. We're all glad to hear it. All we want is for everyone here to have a good time and play the flute. Now that the guts have been spilled, it's time to vote. Everybody, single-filed line. We're going to the bathroom. We're taking a bathroom trip. Except the bathroom is the confessional and the toilet is a camera that you talk into. Arlo, please cast your vote to eliminate. Even though I'm still reluctant up to this moment, I'm going to vote out Aurora. I do believe that we could play a long game here and get Juke kicked out very soon. Liberty, please cast your vote to eliminate. I love you, Aurora, and I have nothing against you. I think we could be really chill. But I'm playing a game and I want the Vibe House, so I'm gonna have to vote you out. I'm so sorry. Salvador, please cast your vote to eliminate. I'm sorry, bro. Juke. I vote to eliminate Juke. Tessa, please cast your vote to eliminate.
I gotta keep my girl Aurora in the game. Juke, I'm sorry, but you gotta go.
Kaz, please cast your vote to eliminate. I vote to eliminate Juke. Ladies and gentlemen, the reviews are in. And thanks to democracy, we know who's going home this week.
By a vote of 3 to 2, Juke, you've been kicked the fuck out of Vibe House. Everybody throw your hands in the air, get
Talk is cheap. Okay, who did it?
It was Kaz. It had to be Kaz. As a rational skeptic, there's no other logical explanation to this. It had to be Kaz.
What, me? Oh, of course you're blaming me, Arlo. This must have been your whole plan the entire time. You were gonna frame me for booting out Juke because you just couldn't resist it. You hated the man's guts, so you went behind everybody's back to vote him out when you promised to erase me from the Everybody, shut up. Everybody shut up right now. I'm gonna figure out who did this. The truth will come out. Aurora, good job. Thanks. Woo! And just like that, just like rolling over on your baby and smothering it, Juke McDonald has been kicked out of the Vibe House. 7 squatters remain. Who will drink coffee? Who will drink tea? Who will drink maybe a soda or something, cherry or lime flavored? I could go for one myself, personally, but find out next week on Vibe House.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I cannot believe I'm being framed right now.
I cannot believe that, Kaz. Damn it.
Kaz? I owe you, brother. Well, of course, I don't know who to believe, because I want to be friends with both of them. But there's just something about boys, and they always are fighting over me, because of course they do. This is incredible. I don't know how she did it, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't able to sway Arlo to vote for her. Basically, the rundown of the conversation was, hey Arlo, would you vote out Juke? And he said, go fuck yourself. So I hardcore doubt it was Arlo who did it. Kaz had to have saved her.
I'm really glad things turned out the way they did, and I'm excited for next week. I really want to take another crack at that MB spot.
This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Somehow, Aurora convinced somebody in the Illuminati to keep her in the game. I don't know how she did it, but I will find out, and I will find out who she convinced. Very well played. This should be an interesting game.